Well, everything comes down to this episode and the final 3 league games of the season. Are we going to win the Premier League, or are we going to throw it away and gift it to Manchester United? Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco, and this is it, the final episode of the season. We've got 3 games, Arsenal, Stoke and Man City. Win all 3 of them and we will win the Premier League title. Maybe, perhaps. We only played 2 fixtures since you were last here, after we lost to Man United. We played Swansea and we won 5-0, so we bounced back pretty nicely. A huge 5-0 win there, which is great. But then we lost to Chelsea in the semi-final of the FA Cup in extra time. Controversially, we had a goal disallowed, which was annoying. So we could have had a final if that goal wasn't disallowed, because then it went to extra time, they scored in extra time, and then they won in extra time. So annoyingly, that was the case, but I can't really do much about that now, can I? So they're the 2 games we played, and let's look at the table and see how things unfold. So as you can see, we have all played the games. Everyone's played 35 games now, and we are still ahead of Man United. And you want to know why? I'm going to show you why. So I'm here half-time against Swansea. As you can see, Crystal Palace 2-0 up against Man United. We said Man United had to slip up somewhere, and it's happening instantly. But if any team can come back, then probably Man United can. United just pull one back. It's 2-1. No way. 89th minute, United grab an equaliser. So, I mean, they're still 3 points behind us, which is good. But it means they have slipped up. And we're ahead on goal difference. So if they win, as long as they don't win by more than 4 goals, then we should stay top of the table, I think. So that draw they had against Crystal Palace, who are down in 12th position, was huge for us. It means that we're level on points with Man United. So, essentially, if we do win our last 3 games of the season, we will win the title. However, it goes down to goal difference, doesn't it? So, potentially, we could win our last 3 games of the season and still lose out to United on goal difference. It's between us and United right now, and I'd fancy us to do it. Other than we have got Arsenal and Man City to play today, and they're going to be tough games. So, we need to get through these 3 games pretty quickly, so we're going to start off now with the Arsenal game. And this is the lineup we're going to use, which is a familiar lineup. It's the lineup, or the formation that we used when we lost to Man United. So you may be thinking, why am I using it again? It's because it's worked every other time against big sides, apart from that Man United game. So I'm going to trust it again against Arsenal. If it's not working at half-time, we'll switch things up. But this is what I'm thinking right now. Slater in goal with a backline of Belgian chap, Benteke, Kaufman and Gomez. Although saying that, I kind of want to bring Patino on maybe, just for Kaufman, because I know Kaufman's not so competent as a central defender. He's more of a ball-playing midfielder and things like that, but I'd like to be a bit more solid at the back using central defender. So we'll bring Patino on for him, and Gomez is right back. Mertens, Crazy Eyes and Pacoa start in that midfield. Jimenez or Jalapeno just come back from an injury, so he can't play. Morala and the Butcher are going to start out on the wings, and Hammer Time is going to start up front today as the lone striker. But I am going to move Shaylon off the bench, and we're going to bring Wilfred Thomas on instead, just in case we want to use the 4-2 or the 2-2, the reverse 4-4-2, whatever that one is. Right, kickoff is upon us, and I mean, quite frankly, we can't lose this. We cannot lose this game. If we want to be winning the title, we can't lose this. We're playing on the Friday night, so this is the only game happening right now, so we'll have to catch up on the other fixtures after this game finishes. If anyone can beat us, as you know, other than Man United, it's going to be Arsenal. And I mean, there we go, 1-0 already. That's a fantastic start. I mean, how frustrating would it be to lose the title now? How frustrating would it be? I mean, Arsenal coming forward again in the 9th minute of the game now. Cross comes in and Sasa just about gets there. I thought that was going to be 2-0 there. Sasa now has got a chance to show some distribution as the highlight continues. He puts it up towards Hammer Time, who doesn't win it, and now they're coming forward again are Arsenal. Pellegrini on the ball, tackled by Patino this time though, and the Butcher now with a chance to show some skill. Plays a really poor ball up towards Hammer Time, but wins the ball back actually. Now Hammer Time with a great ball through to Morala, who gets past his... We'll forget that one. We'll just ignore that, okay? I mean, I've got to say, we've dominated the opening exchanges. It's just that we just didn't switch on in those first few minutes of the game, which has cost us severely right now and could cost us the title if we don't get ourselves back in this game and get our heads screwed on properly. Sam Taylor now coming forward for Arsenal, but the tackle is made, and now Crazy Eyes can try and pump a ball forward to Hammer Time. He wins it, but his ball down to Picoa isn't the best, and Arsenal will get possession back now as they try and look forward to try and build another attack, try and double their lead basically, as Sam Taylor now has plenty of space on his right hand side, plays it out to his man who's got even more space. Ball in the middle, just over the bar. In Arsenal coming forward again, looking dangerous. Isaac's on the ball this time, puts it into... Somehow Sam Taylor misses that. I don't know how Arsenal have missed that opportunity there, but they should have been 2-0 up now. Hopefully we can punish them for that now as Hammer Time puts the ball in towards Morala, who somehow gets in the back of the net. That could have been an own goal. It's apparently an own goal. I thought Morala's shot was on target anyway, but it's a Brian Martin's own goal. We're back in this game now. We've got another chance now as the Butcher puts the ball into Gomez. Can he get it into Morala? Hits the crossbar. Okay, we're getting ourselves back into this game now. That is nice to see. That, though, was very unlucky that we hit the crossbar. All right, 1-1 at half-time. 1-1 at half-time. I'm going to go passionately. It's time to dig in. Give everything you've got, because we need this win today. You can see from the stats up here, other than possession and perhaps clear-cut chances, we have been the side on top, I've got to say, in terms of shots and things like that, chances created. We're the better side. We're just not finishing them. So I feel like maybe 60 minutes, if we're not leading, we switch to that reverse 4-4-2, whatever it is, the 2-2-4 or 2-2-2-4, or I don't know what it is. I just don't want to leave us open defensively, because I know that Arsenal can punish us. And again, they're creating chances out of nothing, having shots out of nothing, and doing pretty well for themselves. It makes me nervous, but I think we're going to do it in a few minutes' time. Dino with a fantastic interception there. Now we've got a counter-attack through Hammer Time, who's coming forward into Crazy Eyes, who plays it across to the Butcher. The Butcher... shot saved by the goalkeeper. Will there be a corner from this? I mean, there will be a corner, just will it be in the highlight reel? It apparently is, and the Butcher retains possession. Can he get his ball back into the area? No, he loses it. Alright, we've got a corner here. It's put out towards Crazy Eyes. Mertens on the edge of the area. Hammer Time. Back to Mertens, who's got so much time to shoot. Hits the post again. The second time we've hit the woodwork, and I think I'm going to do it now. I think I'm going to do it. Picoa's not actually too bad in that attacking midfield role. So we're going to bring Hammer Time and... Where's Thomas? I swear I put Thomas on the bench. Who did I put on the bench? Did I put Craig Sturgis on instead? I'm such an idiot. Okay, well... Okay. Wolfram Thomas, apparently not on the bench. I know Diaz can sort of play up front, though. Can it... Alright, screw this. We'll try this instead. This might work instead. So Picoa's going to have to come off the pitch. And we'll bring Hall on as a complete forward on support. This could go disastrously wrong, but we'll just see. Oh, there's 15 minutes left. Get creative out there, boys. Get creative. I want to see a goal. I'm desperate to see a goal. We're going to go overload as well. I've decided overload. We're only in fluid already, so that's alright. Brad Yu is the only hope now, I think. We'll bring him on for these final few minutes of the game. Morala played really well in the game against Swansea, so I wanted to give him a chance. And Brad Yu is now balled, apparently, as well. We've got a free kick. Okay, this is huge. Mark, okay, we've lost possession, but it only goes as far as Sasa. Sasa now, just calm down. Don't you dare give this ball away, which it was half thought he was going to do. We've won the ball. Now Crazy Eyes on it, into the Butcher. The Butcher put it across. Should have put it across the box. Come on, we've only got a few minutes time. Another highlight for us now. Crazy Eyes back to the Belgian chat. Brad Yeo loses the ball in the area. I thought he was about to win a penalty. Patino with a rocket forward, but we keep possession as the Butcher plays it across to Yeo. Come on, Yeo. Into, I thought it was into the Mark Call. The Butcher back to Mark Call. Mark Call does it. 88th minute. Lincoln 2, Arsenal 1. This is huge. This was the game that we're going to most likely lose, if we're going to lose any of them. And we have, right, quickly. Standard, tactics, just bring you back. We'll go back to a 4-4-2. Just sit pretty standard, please. Pretty standard for me. We don't want to concede in these next 4 minutes. Come on. This is it, surely. We're over the 4 minute mark. Patino's free kick forward. That's it. Full time. Lincoln 2, Arsenal 1. That is huge, Mark Hall. That is huge. I might actually forgive him now. I might forgive him for that penalty miss in the Europa League final if we win the title now. If we win the title. So again, as long as Man United don't score 4 goals in the next game, we're going to stay top of the table. But I'm not quite sure who they've got actually in their next. We qualify for the Champions League, and our budgets for next season are 2.2 million per week. and 114 million transfer. Has that gone down wage per week? Let me have a look. I know it has gone up slightly. It's gone up a little bit, but we're still going to fail financial fair play because we're still spending way over apparently what we're allowed. To be fair, Man United Liverpool is a big game. Liverpool could do us a huge favour if they beat United. I'm praying that they do. I think this is United's hardest game they've got in their last 3 running. Similar to us, our hardest game. So fingers crossed, Liverpool win. Oh my goodness gracious me, they have done. Steve Thompson, 91st minute winner. I absolutely adore you. What a man. What a man. He's actually pretty good as well. Should we just inquire about him? Just because he saved us. Inquire about him. You know, I want to sign him. Actually, on the topic of strikers, following yesterday's episode when we spoke about which striker to sell, most of you seem to suggest that we should probably sell Jimenez. So I think that is probably what we're going to try and do over summer. See if we can cash in a good £40 million for him. I mean, I want to get really excited about winning the title, but I just can't, because I know if I do, we'll lose to 18th place Stoke. Man United will win, and then we'll probably draw against Man City or something like that with a 90th minute winner for Man City or something like that. And then United will win, and then we'll lose a title. So I don't want to get too excited because otherwise I just feel like it's going to be ruined. Also, what I find ridiculously annoying as well, we were the better side in the group stage than Inter Milan. They just scraped in to the knockout stages because Malmo drew with Barcelona. And now they find themselves 90 minutes away from another Champions League final, which I just find really, really infuriating. So if they beat United, I'll be happy because they're beating United and they're our rivals at the moment. But I'll be cross. It says there, they drew 1-1. So Inter Milan go to the Champions League final after we battered them in the group stages, and then we lose because our goalkeeper got injured. It's so annoying. Of course, we could win the title, actually, against Stoke, if I'm trying to think positively now. We could win the title against Stoke if we win and United don't win, basically. That's, in fact, even if we draw and Man United lose, then we win the title. So, potentially, title-winning match against Stoke. Oh, everyone's playing a day earlier than us as well. So if Birmingham beat United, or they draw, then that is huge for us. Let's see if these results come in then. Oh my god, you can see it there. Birmingham 2 match. Oh my god. This is absolutely incredible. Oh, just show me the results. Show me the full-time results, please. Just as long as we don't bottle things against Stoke, we win the title. That is huge, Birmingham. That is huge. It's at home as well, this game, so it's big. Although, technically speaking, it's not at home. We're in Sheffield, aren't we? Because we're still at Hillsborough. So, I mean, Birmingham win 2-0. It is confirmed. That is confirmed. I just want to see a news article come through to say if we win today, we win the title, or even to get a point. No news article has actually come through yet, which, I mean, that's weird, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Wilfred Thomas is still there. I swear I put on the bench, but maybe not. He'll come on for this game, though. We'll leave the rest of the team the exact same, though, because I can't be bothered to go around and change it now. Right, so kickoff is upon us. Basically, where's the table gone? I swear we have a table there. When did that go missing? Because actually, I don't think I've seen it for a while, but I swear we have a table up there. Table's here now, though. We can see this. We'll pause the game. As things stand, if we draw this game 0-0, we go 4 points clear of United with 1 game to go. So yeah, we do win the title as long as we don't lose this game. That is much easier said than done, of course. We've lost many a times to teams in the relegation zone. Stoke down in 18th. They're fighting for survival. If they win today, then they go out the relegation zone. So it's huge for them. Chelsea actually really in danger of being relegated as well. So actually, technically, part of me wants to see Stoke win, so Chelsea go close to the relegation zone. That would be quite funny, actually, in a way. They're coming forward now, though, although Stoke still retain possession. The ball forward isn't very good, and Gomez back to Sesa. Plays it out to Jonsson, who, again, his ball intercepted. Now Pekoa with a chance. We need to apparently been superior in the air today, so we'll float crosses in, pump the ball into the box and hit early crosses. Morella now comes forward. Wilfred Thomas on the ball, out towards Hammer Time. Hammer Time, put it into Morella. It's 1-0. 1-0. One hand is on that trophy. We just have to survive now for another 70 minutes and we're sorted. I just can't believe the luck we've had. Liverpool beating United first of all, and then Birmingham beating them. Where are even Birmingham down in 13th? And of course Crystal Palace started it all off with that draw against them. When they were 2-0 up at half time, and then they came back and United scored in the 89th minute, which was annoying. But Liverpool and Birmingham have made it up to me. I love them to bits for it, and we are literally moments away from winning the title. Alright, half time. 1-0, 5 shots, there's 0 shots. I'll take that all day long. Passionately, Keep it up. Just keep it up out there, boys. Winning the title today will make up for being knocked out in such ridiculous ways in the Champions League earlier on to Roma. Of course, next season, Champions League is going to be the main aim. The main aim for us now is going to be Champions League. We've won the Premier League title nearly. I mean, I'll say it quietly because we haven't quite won it yet. Although Wilfred Thomas could have made us 2-0 up. And Hammer Time does make us 2-0 up. That puts us even closer now to the Premier League title with only, 40 minutes remaining? Fantastic. So as I say, next season, Champions League is going to be the main target. Hopefully we do better. I mean, I think we could have gone on to win it this season if we didn't have Sasa injured and had to put Mark Hall in goal and things like that. It was my fault, really, for not having anyone on the bench. But it worked not having a goalkeeper on the bench for 11 seasons. The one time we do have an injury to a goalkeeper in a game, it does happen to be the biggest game. So I think we're unlucky more than anything, really. But it is my fault for not having a keeper on the bench. What it does mean, though, is there's going to be at least one more season of the Lincoln Loco, which is good news for you and me, I suppose. But again, I would have just loved to have won that Champions League and Premier League double in a season, which we can still do it next year, I suppose, as Stoke nearly had my heart in my mouth there. But fortunately, Sasa keeps the ball out. They've got the corner now. What are they going to do with it? Not much, apparently. Not much. Right, we have to make a few changes, I think. We've got to get Yeo on the pitch. Who else needs to be in it? We need to get Jalapeno on the pitch as well. He's been there for a long time. I would get Mertens on as well, but I want to get Diaz on, I think, more than anyone else. So Thomas is going to come off, and I want to get Diaz on the pitch as well, to be on the pitch when the final whistle goes to win the title, because he's been integral the past few seasons. He's been mediocre this season, very mediocre. But the past few seasons, he's been absolutely incredible. So he deserves to be on the pitch, I think, for when we win the title, along with those other two players, including Brad Yeo, because he is an absolute hero. Tino's ball forward there, actually, really, really good. Yeo puts a cross in, and it's collected by the goalkeeper. Now Stoke with a chance to try and create something. They've still got time to break our hearts. They could still score 3 goals in this game. And it looks like they might score the first of those 3 now, as Sasa too wise to be chipped there by the Stoke player, but it was a decent little attempt by him, to be fair. Stoke trying to ruin the party again with another through ball there to Butnick, and Sasa with another amazing save there. He is if we had Barish Urza in goal this game, we'd have lost, I think. We would have lost. Jalapeno now on the ball on the edge of the area, puts it out towards Yeo, who puts a cross in, but it is only cleared only as far as Pakoa, and now Jalapeno back to Pakoa into Hammer Time. His ball, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Now who do we want to take this penalty? Who do we want to take this penalty? Who deserves it? Personally, I want to give it to... I'd like to give it to Diaz, but he's rubbish at penalties. So I'm going to give it to Brad Yeo instead. Let's see what he can do from this. I'd love to see him score a goal to win the title for us, to put it beyond all doubt. Brad Yeo steps up. Saved. Okay, right. We'll ignore that. Maybe cut that out. I trusted him to put the result beyond all doubt. It's lucky that we're 2-0 up. Otherwise, I'd have egg all over my face. I might still have egg all over my face now as Stoke come forward, although they've been tackled and now the ball forward isn't very good and the highlight ends. But there's 4 minutes of added time. So close now. Please, referee, just blow your whistle and make sure Lincoln win their first ever Premier League title. Our first Premier League title. There it is. It's all over. Now, please, confirmation of this as soon as possible. Now, usually when you win something, it goes to like a little cutscene thing of you lifting a trophy. That's not happened. Am I seeing something wrong here? Because I just want to see confirmation. Oh, the confirmation's here. Well done, lads. You have sealed the title with that passionately. These are moments we have been living for. Lincoln City have won the Premier League title. Absolutely incredible. I've not had any notifications yet saying, well done, you won the Premier League. That's a little bit annoying. But here we go. Lincoln win the Premier League title. That key match was against Arsenal, apparently. The pivotal match was Lincoln 3, Arsenal 2, which actually wasn't the game we played this episode. That was last time, I think. Lincoln clinched the title. I'm praised by supporters. Maybe they'll name a stadium after me in the future. I don't know. And Lincoln aboard are happy with the Premier Division win. Confidence, look at that. Full bar. Right, I'm not going to lie. I genuinely thought there'll be a bit more of a hoo-ha about all this. Like, there's what? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 news articles about this, and then the Butcher is keen to discuss his future. Like, why am I not being praised? I don't think the media understand that I've taken Lincoln from League 2 to Premier League title winners in 11 seasons. I feel like I've been undervalued here. I swear to God, if I'm not a legend yet, I swear to... Oh my God. I'm not... Okay. Only an icon. Only an icon. But Hammer Time is a legend. Okay. Well, that tells me everything I need to know. That tells me everything. Just not valued here, am I? Not valued. Now, there's no point doing the Man City game now that we've won the title and things like that. But what I will show you is a few little stats of players. Now, what you'll find interesting from this most of all is that Wilfred Thomas and Mark Hall have both outscored Hammer Time this season. So I don't know if that makes you want to change your mind at all about who we sell over summer. I mean, Hammer Time, valued at 57 million now, it's gone down by $1 million. But he's been outscored by two youngsters who haven't played as many games as him. So, and that's interesting. Jimenez still probably likely to go out of all three of them. He's now at 37 million. So I think we can still get about 40 million for him. But 30 goals for Wilfred Thomas, 25 for Mark Hall, and 24 for Hammer Time. But Hammer Time does get more assists than them both. In fact, he's second in the assists after Morala, who's played pretty well this season, actually. In fact, loads of players getting loads of assists, actually, this time. Morala, Hammer Time, The Butcher, Lacasic, despite not playing all that much, has got 10 assists, as does Geordie Mertens. Hall with 8, Wilfred Thomas with 7, that Bolden chap with 7 as well, Year with 6 and 5 goals. And to be fair, actually, loads of people contributing to goals this season. This, I think, is the highest tally of assists across all different players. Like a few seasons ago, we obviously had Brad Year get like 26 assists and everyone else got like 5. So it's nice to see that it's been spread out quite a bit this season. Same with goals, actually, in a way. Hammer Time, it's just perhaps his weakest goal tally since he joined the club, actually. But it's still an improvement there with less games played as well. And his average rating's been pretty decent too. So maybe we'll let him off the hook a little bit. In terms of average rating, when Brad Year has played, he has been the best, apparently. But in terms of consistent performances, people have been in the team quite a lot. It's a toss-up between Wilfred Thomas and Hammer Time. Hammer Time playing a lot more than Wilfred Thomas, I suppose. But both getting a 7.5 plus in their ratings is fantastic. Lacasic actually played really well. Maybe to give him more chances next season, as did Mark Hall. Loads of players getting above a 7. In fact, nearly everyone. Pakoa, Urza, Sesa and Shalon, the only players in the squad below a 7 rating. So that is pretty good going. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. We have won the Premier League title at long last. It has been a long journey to get here, but we have finally done it by beating Man United for the title. Obviously helped a lot by Liverpool and Birmingham this episode, and Crystal Palace, I suppose, as well. But wins against Arsenal and Stoke cemented it for us. So next season, we're going to come back stronger. We're going to come back better. We're going to retain our title. And crucially, the Champions League is what we're going to aim to win.